Welcome to the Heidelberger Allstate Insurance Agency pregame show. I'm standing here in Ray Skillman Stadium before we take on the Ben Davis Giants. Alongside is Coach Eric Moore. And, Coach, before we take on Ben Davis, let's talk about what we achieved last week with Carmel. 2 years straight, freshman, JV, and varsity were able to get big victories against an arch rival, but a very respected program over the years with great tradition. And when you got here, people didn't think you could beat Carmel. Now you just went through 2 years straight and won every potential game possible.
Yeah, the big thing about it is it was a MIC conference game, and that was huge, getting our second MIC conference game in a row. Keeping the copper kettle. That's of the utmost importance, and it gets to stay with us another year, and we got it in there, and we've all got to hug and kiss it this week and put it back up on the shelf where it belongs. The Carmel game, the whole Carmel series is so intriguing. I was pretty much told that we'd never be able to compete with them, and then year 2 we beat them, and ever since then it's been a fight. And actually I think that give us 12 and them 11, or 11-11 or something like that. I think the series is back to tied now. So I'm happy about that instead of having a series where it's like 3-18 or something like that, like everybody told me. So I think we flexed our muscle and we showed what we had, what we could do. We played really well, then we played poor, and then we come back and played really well again. So hats off to our guys for great effort. I just saw so many great efforts. When we tried to label on Sunday, we tried to label all the big plays of the game, and we came up with like 15 big plays. Guys Stumps making a catch to get us in field goal range. The field goal kicker hitting 2 big field goals. Weems carrying the ball 28 times. And Drew Week going for 200 yards, and James Schott batted down maybe more than 5 passes, and Curry's tackle for losses to start the game. An interception here by Carroll, an interception by Thomason. But one thing that really stood out in my mind was really the whole key to our team and is Mitchell Evans on a big play, a big busted play when they took off and should have scored, and he runs the kid down at the 5-yard line. And we talked about that is when you play us, give us another chance on the goal line. We might spear through and knock the ball loose. Don't ever just give up, and we never give up. And I was really proud about a lot of those things. I was really proud to see so many Center Grove fans. Finally, Carmel people come out. I appreciate all the Carmel people that came out and watched us win. Big crowd. All the news people that were there, and I just, it really showcased 2 great teams and 2 great communities. So I was really proud of our Trojans.
The fans definitely showed up. It was a jam-packed house. It was great to see coming off of what everybody experienced last year. And you are right, it is 12-12. The 25th anniversary of the Copper Kettle game will be held here in Ray Skillman next year, and it's going to be exciting to see what takes place. Moving our attention over to Ben Davis tonight. They come in 2-1. Always have been athletic, but this year they seem to be a little bit more athletic than normal. They can literally score on any play offensively. Your thoughts on Ben Davis as a team as we enter tonight's game?
Well, this team like this is a nightmare to play because they can run to the goal line, they can throw it over your head, they can do everything. On defense, they seem, you may have them outflanked, and all of a sudden, they get in position. You never know how they're going to line up. They have so many athletes on the field. It's going to be a tough game for us. We got to be physical right from the beginning of this game and really stay on top of the game because as we've seen here and over there, they throw balls over our head or they make one big run and they're back in it or ahead of you and can beat you in the end. They have gifted and talented athletes that play for them. We don't really know until you get out there, how physical they can be, but they are Ben Davis, and that's what they're known for. And again, it's been a tough series, and it's tied as well, and it's going to be fun to see if we can get on top of that a tie for the series as well.
It's a neat game to play. Tonight is the rivalry game. They've come over the last many years. Typically it's Carmel, but this year it's going to be against Ben Davis. The stadium's set up, a lot of banners, a lot of festivities are going to take place before the game. We do have a 5-game winning streak against the Giants, and it seems like the last few years, not only do we play them in tonight's game, but we've been meeting them in that game to go to Lucas Oil. So a lot of excitement tonight. In addition to it being rival week, one of your favorite nights of the year, it's because Bantam's here, and a lot of celebration of all the young future Trojans that are going to be taking the field, and we're so excited about what's going on down there. They've increased the numbers to where it was almost at the peak of where it was a handful of years ago. A lot of neat things happening down there. I know it's a special night for you.
Yeah, well, the Great American Rivalry, it's just an honor for Center Grove to keep hosting this game and them to keep picking us. So we're extremely proud of that. And I'm going to tell you, the trophies you get for this game, the trophy sits in there. It's awesome. So I don't put it over at the school. We keep it in our locker room. So let's go get us one of those rivalry trophies. Bantam Night, what can you say? Bantam board is filled with former Trojans, led by Brent Lay, a former Trojan, my first team here, and Andy Moore and Matt Vance. They've done a tremendous job of pumping a lot of enthusiasm and energy back in the program. There's kids everywhere. You know, for a guy like me that's trying to figure out when it's time to leave, and then I'm going to watch on that track tomorrow night and see all those little guys, little soon-to-be future Trojans run up and down the. It's hard to leave every year because, gosh, I want to coach those kids right there. I thank all the coaches and all the families that have put their money and their pride in those teams, and the coaches for putting all their extra time, and the kids for playing. We have something special here, and we better not mess it up, because this community is a special place when you get that many kids playing in that sport. It's the toughest sport in the world to play. It's hot. You get kicked in the face, but it teaches you so many life lessons. So there's a lot of kids that are going to run down this track later on Bantam Night that are going to learning life lessons. And I'm just proud to be at the top of that and can watch them every year. And just extremely, again, proud of my kids that played for me here from 1999 on that are in charge of that place now. And it's the most wonderful youth football facility anywhere, bar none. I've never seen a better one. So congrats to them, and hope we have a great Bantam Night.
True story. Scott Knapp allowed for the first time ever a jamboree to take place to start the Bantam season this year, and you're out here, and I looked over at you, and you're all perplexed, and I'm like, what in the world's wrong with you? And the response was, I got to figure out how I can stay and coach all these guys. It was pretty neat seeing all the former players, and then of course they all want you to root for them, and it's, you can't root against your own guys. So it was a neat day. It's going to be a great night. The place here at Ray Skillman should be packed. Just like it was an opening night against Decatur Central. We wish you all the luck, and go Trojans.
Hey, come on out for Bantam Night, the greatest night of the year. Join with the American Football Rivalry Game series. Hoping the Trojans pull another one out. Come out and see us and cheer loud. Go Trojans.